Welcome back everybody and welcome back to an episode of Boosted 2000. I'm Dan Piers. You can find me on Instagram or on TikTok also as DefBoxDan. That's just a free plug. Anyhow, so today, a little bit different. What we are actually doing is we are making a Fiesta Mark III spare wheel well, fit a Fiesta RS Turbo spare wheel, okay? So there was two variations. There was one with longer legs, just like myself apparently, being 6'4". Scrap that, let's take a rewind. Where a generic tyre on the Fiesta's base models was a 165, the Fiesta RS Turbos come with a 185. So we need to weld that additional space into the wheel well. And it's really, really simple. Let me show you how it's done, okay? Okay, one of my many spares, 185.55, okay? Watch this now. So, trying to get this right, yep. So it takes up to 185 there, okay? The difference being we need to go from a 165 to a 185 and go 190 for good measure, okay? Actually, I have two of these to do. One actually is the Fiesta RS Turbo one with the longer legs. I need to clean that one up, use the additional metal into this one and get this one looking as fresh as this one. Okay, we're on to a great start. It's raining and my escort's outside. Oh well. Right, so I've measured on here. Spare Focus ST bonnet prop is the same diameter as what I need to be using. Steel is perfect to do the job. So I'm going to make some cuts in here quickly. Okay, so if you're going to be welding, it's really important, okay, to make sure all the ends are clean and all the paint is off, okay? Obviously, you want a really good weld and you don't want it burning through the paint. Okay, when welding, you need to make sure you guys have a good earth. And you also need to make sure you got gas. Brilliant.
"12 seconds later.
Right then, so I've hammered that now with a welder. I've grinded some little heads off. Well, it's thin, isn't it? Do you mean? And I'm going to tidy that up with some 80 grit on a GA quickly, just to have a nice key. Get some epoxy primer on here, or etch primer, and then let's get it finished off. Turn this up a bit. Using an Indasa DA. So if anybody does want to give me any pads or any sanding discs, etc., feel free to drop me a DM and I'm happy to use them and test them up for you. They're not cheap. I'm quickly buzzing this off so all visuals nice and smooth and ready for primer. Nice, coming lovely. Great stuff. So look, this is solid, absolutely solid. So look, so there's the extra length in there. You could just paint it as it is. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit more now and get some paint on it. Okay, one thing I'm going to quickly do is, because this is for a friend and not for my car, I want it to be perfect. I'm going to quickly get some body filler and some hardener, just to tidy these edges up a little bit, and just to get it a bit more smoother. Mix this in now, just regular body filler this is, nothing special. It's actually, what is it, ultra weight SP7011. Used on lots of stuff, so it is good stuff. Probably mix too much here. Would normally mix on a bit of plywood, but it's not going to be a bodywork repair, is it? Okay, so there's plenty of hardener in there. It's nice and neat. And literally, I'm just going to put it around these edges, plaster it on because it's all going to get sanded off. It's just to tidy it up, that's all. Just to make it a little bit neater. Most of this is going to come back off. It's just to make it look a bit prettier, that's all. Obviously I've keyed up all this area in readiness. If you haven't done this before, it is quite difficult to get body filler on something so thin. You're not going to get it neat, okay? You're going to have to sand it out. The idea of it is just to get it covered. This stuff will sand down lovely by hand with an 80 grit, so not worried about making a mess. I want it nice and thick, as you can see. Lovely review, as they say. And now it's drying and hardening, so it's good to work with already. So we can take some of that excess off. It's absolutely freezing out, so what I'm going to do now is go inside and have a cup of tea. As I say in my last video for Twin Town, a cup of tea, boys. If you haven't seen that, go back and have a look. It's a bit different to what I would normally do, but it's definitely worth a watch. I'll be doing a video for my Escort soon, doing the luminescent plasma dials, so stay tuned. Right, okay, so let's leave this dry, or leave it harden for 10-15 minutes, and I'll be back.
One eternity later.
Also, just as I'm casually waiting for that to go off, I acquired like 200 magazines the other day. Found them on Facebook Marketplace, and I've got a 2002 issue of Fast Forward here, and it states, spitting image, this is the best RS Cosworth replica. Then, okay, not a bad looking car, I'll give it that. But yeah, apparently it's, well, people can't tell the difference, and it's actually a 1.8 16 valve R1800 engine. It has, look, it's okay, it's got good interior. I love the interior's red hex, but it's got drums on the rear beam, okay? So it's got drum brakes on the back. So fast forward 22 years, we got my feature. So I'm feeling quite accomplished and quite proud of what I made. But anyhow, if you want to see it, it's this issue. I put a story of it up on my Instagram too. But yeah, that should be pretty much dry now, and let's sand that down. So it's really cold out, okay? So I'm gonna quickly heat this up. Look, I didn't have to put body filler on it. Something I wanted to do just to get a better finish, because you know what it's like when you buzz down or grind down on metal. Like I said, it's for a mate, so I want to make sure it's nice on his car. So yeah, I'll quickly fly through this and use this to also warm me up. And I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, we got some 80 grit sandpaper now. Let's start sanding this down. You should be wearing a mask doing this, because it's really dusty stuff. It's an awkward thing. I'm going to quickly fly through this, and I'll show you in the next stage. Right, so sand it down, tidy it up, nice and neat. So what we're going to do now, we're going to wipe this with some panel wipe, and then I'm going to etch prime these areas, and then I'm just going to dust them in black. I'd like to paint the whole thing, okay, in like a 2-pack black, but my friend, no names mentioned, Andrew Palmer, who I let my paint to, decided to paint his roof and his wheels, his bumper, when he said he's only got a small bit of paint that he needed. So waiting for something back off him, I might as well just do this for now. So we're using I'm not using slow panel wipe. Okay, so panel wipe, what is it? It's just a degreaser. It takes off any foreign bodies, any crap or any junk. It's really good for cleaning things as well, for like when you're doing like sealer work and stuff, okay? But this stuff dries not too fast. It's great for the summer. If you use the fast drying stuff in the summer, by the time you finish wiping, you'll find that it's evaporated. Okay, normally use this with a bit of scotch and another rag. But yeah, in the next minute or so, this is going to be ready to lay down some etch primer. So I'll get on to that now. I'm only going to dust it all nice and light. Again, should be wearing a mask for that. PP and all that, all safety first. Okay, going to use some spectral etch primer. Slightly warm up this can. Don't do this too close, you don't want it blowing up. But yeah, you can leave it in a bit of hot water. That's pretty good, okay? But yeah, it's been sitting in my garage, so it's nice and cold. But it's not meant to be cold. It should be ready now. That's what we want. We can do the ball. Right. Like that's thin, okay? Okay, I haven't masked anything else up, so I'm just going to wipe that off a power wipe. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use Texture Black Aerosol. So I'm like the Aerosol Expert, okay? This is a black texture spray. This is from actually IPS. Okay, go nice and light with this. Nice and light on everything. I'm doing this side in Texture Black, as this side isn't the side that's on show, and just to freshen up a bit, go all out and treat them. Gosh, it's raining, I need to get the escort in. Need to wrap this up fast. I love the coverage of its stuff, it's great. Quite proud of how this has come out, you really wouldn't tell it's been done. This up, make sure I don't get something first. And we are done. And let's get a finished video, shall we? Okay, I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. So then you flip you around, we do a 180 and take a gander, shall we? Okay, our last video was proper poor, so take a look. So the extended legs, we've got satin black texture on the top. Let's flick this around, shall we? There we go, that will now house a full size tyre. Okay, on that note, I'm going to end the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and stay around and see what other kind of stuff we do. We do lots more stuff. Car shows, modified cars, restorations and stuff. But yeah, let's get this bad boy in from rain.